The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pitbull Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Hilltoppers offense will have the first possession of the game. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking for a man, it's Parks. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the FIU Panthers offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right?
Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Quickly complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can...
Touchdown, Florida International! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this
continues to fight for yards. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Parks. Under fire. And down he goes back to the 3.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the wideout. He'll try to do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. Gets the first himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Snags it! He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback will keep it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Western Kentucky, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hilltoppers will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
That's reeled in. It's Myers. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Hartz. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Hutchinson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll the attack from there. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. Now the lead is down to 11. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Might be changing the route. Tight end now in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, FIU. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Pulled and fired complete. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the quarterback caught up 2 and the 12.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They boot it away. Wants to return it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to pass, it's Dyer. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Release to the back. This time on target. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on move. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Stone. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And that's another FIU.
Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll try to get it through the air. Good timing on the quick out. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. FIU pushing tempo. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This will likely be the last play of the half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami.
The Hilltoppers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Dyer. Dances away. Fires on the move. That's caught. It's Rogers. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through a tackle. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative.
Hits the afterburners. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under fire. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Quarterback stays clean in the pocket on that touchdown pass. A little thank you is in order to the offensive line.
Maybe find them an NIL deal, right? Feed those guys. Go get them to a buffet. Take care of those big others up front, because when you have that kind of pocket, you should take advantage of it. You should be able to make big plays, and he does.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Parks. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And the Hilltoppers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
How about the ball carrier on that explosive play? Backed up inside his own 10-yard line, and he's running out in the open field, making people miss, finally giving his offense some room to operate, really get this drive going.
Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the returner will be brought down. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Panthers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll keep it himself. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's another FIU.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Got a man, it's Stone.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. Across the 35. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Panthers look to keep this drive humming. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida International. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to throw. It's Ward. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Signals for the fair catch and looks. At the 40. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just...
Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Throws for the tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Wilson to pass. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The sure hands, it's Flowers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He leaves it with his back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Dyer. He's got it on the move. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He'll do it himself, finding open areas. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Now, listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Ward. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.